Hi everyone, this is RN Reddy. In this video, we are going to write a program to calculate two product cost with two different discounts and calculating the total bill after discount and after tax. Let's see the requirement. First product cost is 2000 storing into one variable called P1. On P1, 20% discount and storing into one variable called P1 disc. And let's see the second product cost is 4000 and storing into one variable called P2. And on P2 we are going to calculate the 30% discount and storing into one variable called P2 disc. Calculating the total bill and storing into total bill variable. On total bill 40% tax we are storing into tax variable. Display total bill after discounts and after tax. This is a requirement. Now let's go for step 1, that is design with OP. Here we have a variable called P1 and value is 2000. Second variable is P2 and value is 4000. On P1 20% discount we are calculating, that is 2000 into 0.20. The value is 400, which we are going to storing into P1 disk variable. On P2 30% discount, here you can see P2 is 4000 into 0.30 and the value is 1200. We are going to storing into variable called P2 disk. Now P1, that is 2000, minus P1 disk, that is 400, and here value is 1600, which we are assigning into P1 variable. Then here P1 old value is 2000. P1 old value is 2000 and latest value after discount is 1600. P2, that is 4000, minus P2 disk 1200, that is a value called 2800. We are storing into a variable called P2. Then P2 old value is 4000 and latest value is 2800. So 2800 will override the 4000. Now P1 1600, P2 2800, that is a total value. Total bill is 4400, storing into one variable called total bill. Now total bill, that is 4400 into 0.40, that is 40%. So that is a value called 1760, that is 1760 we are storing into a variable called tax. Now here total bill, that is 4400 plus tax, that is 1760, that is total 6160 is the total bill. Now 6160 is the value that we are assigning into total bill variable. So total bill old value is 4400 and latest value 6160. So 4400 will override by 6160, that is 6160. Now here we are displaying total bill is 6160. Now let's go for the step 2. We are going to write a program, that is step 2 is nothing but program. For that we have to open the Visual Studio and we have to write the program. Yeah, let's go for step 2. In step 2 we will write the program. Double P1 equal to 2000, double P2 equal to 4000, double P1 disk equal to P1 into 0.20, double P2 disk equal to P2 into 0.30, P1 equal to P1 minus P1 disk, P2 equal to P2 minus P2 disk, double total bill equal to P1 plus P2, double tax equal to total bill into 0.40. Total bill equal to total bill plus tax. Console dot write line total bill is total bill, console.read line. Now compile the program, build succeeded. Now execute the program, start debugging. Now you can see total bill is 6160. Total bill is matched. This is design. This is your output, what you are received. Let's go for step 3, that is called tracing. Tracing is a process of executing the program line by line. Step 3, that is called tracing. Now simultaneously the student also can do the tracing with pen and paper. It helps your programming skills. It improves your programming skills. When you run this program execution starts from main method. First this line will execute, then it will create one variable, that is P1, and the value is 2000. Then it will execute the second line. It will create another variable, that is a value called 4000. Now after this control will go for third line. In third line first RHS will execute, that is P1 into 0.2. Now it is going for third line, double P1 disk equal to P1 into 0.20. So here RHS will execute first P1, that is 2000 into 0.20. So that is a value called 400. Next LHS will execute, that LHS will create a variable called P1 disk. Next assignment operator will execute. This assignment operator will get assigned the 400 into this variable. Then after this control will go for this line here, P2 into 0.30. P2, that is 4000 into 0.30, that is 1200. Now LHS will execute. It will create a variable called P2 disk. Next assignment operator will execute. This will assign 1200 here. Now after this control will go for this line here, P1 minus P1 disk, that is 2000 minus P1 disk is what, 400. Now that is 1600. Next LHS will recognize the P1 with old value, that is 2000. Then assignment operator will execute, then 1600 will get assigned into P1. That old value 2000 will overwrite. Next control will go for this line here, P2 minus P2 disk, P2, that is 4000 minus P2 disk, that is 1200. So that is a value called 2800. Now LHS will recognize P2 with old value, that is 4000. Then after this control will execute assignment operator. Then this 2800 will overwrite 4000. Now P2 is 2800. Now control will go for this line here. First RHS, that is P1 plus P2, 1600 plus 2800, that is 4400. Now LHS will create one variable, that is total bill, and assignment operator will execute, then 4400 will get assigned. Now next control will execute this line here, total bill into 0.40, that is 4400 into 0.40, that is 1760. LHS will execute, it will create a variable called tax, and assignment operator will assign 1760 will get assigned. Then after this control will execute next line, total bill plus tax, 4400 plus tax, that is 1760, that is 6160. Next, LHS will execute and LHS will recognize a variable called total bill with old value, that is 4400. Next, assignment operator will execute, that is 6160 will overwrite 4400. Next, control will go for console.writeLine is total bill, that is 6160 and move the cursor to next line. And after this, control will execute console.readline. It is holding the command prompt window until user press an enter key. Once user press enter key, it will leave. Then it encountered the closing brace of the main method. With this, the program execution is completed. Only one advice to all dear students: while I am doing tracing, you people do tracing with the help of pen and paper. It will give you the excellent clarity to the student how the code is executing. Thank you very much.